I just interrupt this video with a reminder just to check out my watch channel, Wild About Watches. If some of my more dedicated viewers could spare a subscription over there, just hit that subscribe button, would be very much appreciated. I am doing this recording on the Rode NT USB dedicated microphone, so hopefully the volume and the sound is good for you, and it might help on any over recordings like this, or for a live stream for better audio. And don't forget, on my watch channel I don't just do Rolex now. I have my Garmin watches over, my Garmin Fenix over there, so if you're interested in GPS watches, then I've got the Fenix over there, and also the GWG G-Shock. So if you're into your G-Shocks, you may be interested in just giving me a quick follow over there. Let's get back to Dartmoor and this video, which primarily will be for the more dedicated viewer. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Well, I had spoken for luckily only about 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, and I was saying to myself, I must do a sound check. So I turned the camera around just to make sure that the bars were indeed moving across, and indeed they were. And I carried on saying that I have to be a little bit more careful now, because occasionally I forget to turn the microphones on. Not so often, but more often I forget to turn the record button on. And as soon as I said I sometimes forget to turn the record button on, I looked at the top of the screen on this GoPro, which when the record is on is a bright red line with seconds ticking away on it, and I suddenly realised that I wasn't recording. So I was recording me talking about either not recording or not putting the sound on. Anyway, I was tired last night again. Bizarrely, I think my watch needs to have me in the infirmary or something like that, because I was just, it's a shame I can't call it back up, or that it doesn't transfer some information over to your phone, because it's quite fun what it says. I think my watch literally is going to have me in the infirmary before long. Mind you, that's not well, it's kind of funny but not funny. Anyway, it was about 11 o'clock last night, and quite often, because I'm wearing the Garmin Fenix, you know, all the time, it measures your heart rate, it measures your oxygen, it measures everything. It measures your stress levels, you know, it measures everything that it needs to measure. And I had a very relaxing day here yesterday. I did pretty much nothing here all day. I got up late. I was going to pack up yesterday and head for Dartmoor and camp in the same place that I did with Richard the other day. But time was ticking on, and I thought, well, actually it would be really quite nice to just do nothing, or as close to nothing as possible, and then head back to the car today. So yes, it would have meant a longer walk yesterday and then a short walk today. Now it just means a longer walk today, but I kind of felt that it would be nice just to have a very relaxing day yesterday. So I did that. I did some videos. I did a video on the Submariner. I did a video on the Garmin Fenix 6X. So all watches are on Wild About Watches now. So if you want to, even if you're not interested in Rolex, but you are interested in Garmin and outdoor watches, then go over to my watch channel, Wild About Watches, subscribe there, and you know, I will do you know, watch content over there, and hopefully YouTube will be a bit more friendly to me, and my subscribers might be a bit more not that you weren't unfriendly, a bit more friendly to me, you know, having put that divide in. But both channels, this one plus that one, really could do with all the support that we can get. So if you are interested in Garmin watches, then just pop over there and give it a wee butchers, preferably a subscribe, and try to watch as many of the videos over there in their entirety as possible. Because even if nobody did buy anything from the Amazon affiliate links that I put a lot of effort into doing something, how you could help the channel is just let the video run all the way through where possible. Even if you're not particularly interested, just let it run through, go off and make it a cup of tea, go and have a crap or something, and just let Tony Hobbs's channels just play to the end, because that helps the analytics for YouTube, and that's what helps build a channel up. YouTube seeing that people are watching it. But you know, hopefully when you watch my videos, try to watch as much as possible, because that's the number one thing that will help my channels to grow, is that people watch all the way through. And I guess part of my problem is I waffle and waffle so much and kind of do very similar things. It probably just gets a bit boring for some people, and then of course they switch off, and then that doesn't help the channel. But I am what I am. I've been doing it for 10 years. I try to cut out waffle where I can, particularly in something like some videos. It's easier to cut out waffle than others, because sometimes when you're chatting about something or just going on, it's just nice to leave that in. You can't cut everything out. So anyway, we've got a really beautiful day. It's 11:15. I've been awake about 45 minutes. Oh yeah, so the watch. I went to bed last night quite early for me. It was about 10 o'clock. The last couple of nights it was nearer 11:30. Mainly because I got into camp that little bit later, so things just took a little bit longer by the time I'd eaten and, you know, settled down and started a film. But because I was already here, somehow I managed to get going a little bit earlier. So I finished the film and it was about 10 o'clock, and I thought, well, in the past I might have started another film for half an hour or an hour, but then I know that's quite fatal, because then you end up trying to watch the whole film, and then that can take it quite late. And I really was feeling tired at 10 o'clock last night. So I thought, right, that's it, I'm going to put my head down. So my head was down, and then after about half an hour, my phone started vibrating on my hand, and I thought, what's my phone vibrating for? What's it trying to tell me now? So it said, you've had a very, very tiring and stressful day. I was thinking, well, I've only been sitting here doing not a lot all day. You need 53 hours of rest. Yeah, like I'm going to get that when I get home. And your body battery had dropped down to 7. Well, that happens quite regularly at home too. So rest as much as you can to get your body battery up a little bit. Anyway, so I thought, I'm just about to go to sleep. I thought, thank you, watch, thank you for telling me that. Anyway, I slept through mostly quite well from 11 o'clock. It says, high stress levels may have impacted your sleep quality last night. Try to take it easy and find some time to relax today. You did not sleep calmly. Your body may feel sluggish today. Yeah, I had 8 hours, 16 minutes of sleep. Deep sleep, 56 minutes. Light sleep, nearly 6 hours. REM 1.5 hours, but awake 2.5. Yeah, there was a few times when I was awake. There's a big time there in the middle when I woke up and I had a cup of tea. watch is kind of like telling me the blinding obvious, really, but it's kind of interesting to know. Right, okay, well, like I said, it's now 20 past 11. I really could do with leaving by 3 at the latest. Last night, people didn't see anybody last night, but I did see on top of Lint's Tor about 11 o'clock. I don't know if anyone watches my video who was on Lint's Tor last night, the 25th of August. It was Wednesday night. Someone was shining quite bright. There's at least one, if not two, quite bright torches on Lint's Tor last night. And then a couple and a black dog, oh no, actually it was a couple and a dog, walked on the other side of the stream over there and back. So I don't know if they were the ones that were on Lint's Tor shining a torch, or whether it was someone else. I don't know, they seem quite happy anyway. Right. Oh. I've had one tea, I'm gonna have another tea, and then I'm gonna it's very mild, it's not hot, but I'm sitting up in just a long sleeve top like this. It's overcast today, there's no direct sun, but it is quite mild. So I think what I can do while I'm making tea and the such is, of course, you'll remember that in here is my waterproof bag for nighttime clothing and what have you. So I think I can break that out soon and start packing away my nighttime stuff, because it's so mild I don't need the quilt anymore. It's been a little bit busier today with people wandering around. We've not had anybody walk right past camp, thankfully, but we've had at least 2 lots of 2, or certainly 1 lot of 2 walking across the top. I can't remember if it was 2 now or not, but we've certainly had a couple of people walking across just up here. There's a little path just up there, a trail, and we've had maybe 4 or 6 people walking in that direction. So maybe they're heading down to Lint's Tor to camp. Now, given that it's coming up to 2 o'clock, they're probably trying to nab a spot if they're camping. I can't tell if they were camping or not. But we're making quite good progress here. It's coming up to 2 o'clock. I really need to be gone by 3 o'clock, preferably a bit before, although realistically we'll see whether that happens or not, because it's about 6.5 to 7 kilometers back to the car. Okay, well, camp was just down there, and I thought it would be relatively easy coming up here, but so far it has taken, we've done about 250 meters up the side of this hill and about 20 minutes. So it's taken 20 minutes to do about 250 meters. It's mind you, I was talking to Mum on the phone as well, so I wasn't able to use poles as such. So it probably would normally be a little bit quicker. The watch there, this current pace, 19 hours 34 minutes. So with the pace that we're going, or the lack of it because I've stopped, we're going to get there in 19 hours time, or 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm expecting the pace to pick up once we get to the top. It's still quite steep up here. Of course, the old mountain hare is racing up there, but it's It's not the easiest of goings up here, I must admit. It's a little bit steeper than I was expecting, but we are, now I've stopped, my legs won't move now. The shoes are more agile than my aging legs and balance. Plus, I'm trying to hold the camera at the same time. Okay, I think we've done the worst of it now. Don't you just absolutely love Dartmoor when you bushwhack through all of this stuff here, nightmare going, from a tour just down there, only to just come out and discover a beautiful, perfect trail. What a shame I didn't pick up that trail all the way down there, rather than just that little short distance to go there. Never mind, it's coming up to 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to get back to the car a bit later today than ever before. Never mind. At least it's not dark until late. It's just a late, long day and then tiring for night. Never mind. It's been very, very relaxing. So while I'm talking, I'm going to keep walking. So yeah, the rest of the going is reasonable from here, because this should be part of Kitty Tour here. And whilst the going may not be perfect from here on, there are trails and tracks of some description that will get me back to the car. The watch is saying that I have, okay, so you can still see me and I can see the watch. Okay, so we're going at a speed, a moving speed of 3.5 miles per hour, distance remaining 6.5 kilometers. So probably done about, yeah, we've done about a kilometer. Average speed 1.5 miles an hour, timer 50 minutes. So I have stopped a couple of times, but it's taken 50 minutes to do a kilometer. Jeez. And I've still got 6.5 to go. That's a pain. That last bit took, I have to say, a lot longer than I thought, to be honest. At least the estimated time of arrival has come down from 44 hours. Or not, estimated time en route has come down from 44 hours to 4. Hopefully once we pick up a little bit of speed in a minute, hopefully that will come down some more. But I think my 2 hours to get back is clearly out. I thought I would be pushing it, but I was kind of hopeful. Estimated time of arrival at the moment, 8 o'clock, 4 hours away. It will be quicker than that. I'm pretty sure I'll make up time later, hopefully. Oh, fuck. That wasn't a huck, that was a huck. Okay. Alright, well that was a... I think I'll stop at Kitty Tour just for a minute, where I did with Darren. I was thinking coming straight up and along was going to be easier than going along to where Darren and I camped,
and then up that way. In the end, it's probably 50-50. Going along and up, even if longer, might actually have been quicker, because there was more bushwhacking doing it this way. One thing I really don't need at the moment is being extra knackered. It's peace and quiet out here, that's the most important thing. Oh, Darren, if you're watching, it looks like we were exactly right. Those white markers between Kitty Tor and where you take the left-hand turn at the bottom to head over towards Bleak House, those white markers are a nice new path they've obviously put in, a bit easier than the one I took us on. But in fairness, the one I took us on is the one that's been there for like 15-20 years or something like that, and it's obviously got so corroded they pretty much shut it down and then opened this one up. So it's a bit of a somewhat easier going, this one. Good job they've got these white posts. So if anyone is out at the Kitty Tor area, ignore the old route, which was like a direct line from Kitty Tor straight down. You know what I mean. If you've done it before, you'll know. Follow the white posts, because it's a brand new, so you can't even see Kitty Tor, but follow these white posts around. Going's good. It's obviously the new trail to get us down the end, and it's a pretty unmistakable path now. It's obviously being used a lot at some point. I guess it's been like a year or two they've had it like this, because it's certainly very well worn already. Alright, well, I'm going to stop waffling along and I will catch you in a little bit. Okay, well, we're very, very near the end of this walk now. We will see how many parts I break this one up into. It kind of depends on many things. We'll see when I get it uploaded to. It could be the next few weeks, it could be the next few months. We'll have to see. I am a bit behind. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy any sub videos that come out of this trip, and there are a few. I've done a video on my Rolex Submariner. I've done a video on the Garmin Fenix 6X. So if you're interested in watches, be it mechanical, luxury watches, or indeed GPS tracking watches, GPS outdoor type watches, the Fenix particularly, then give me a like and a subscribe, and you can catch up on my various watch videos. And I'll try and do more Garmin Fenix videos in the future, because there are so many different features on it that, you know, you can do sort of lots of individual small videos on it. So we'll kind of see how that goes moving forward, and time and everything. Okay, well, I'm just coming up to the water and the bridge down here, so really am quite close to the car now. I should get there in the next 10-15 minutes now. It's just the last little push now. So once again, if any of you have got this far and you haven't all unsubscribed, I notice as many unsubscribe, as they do subscribe at the moment, but that's fine, you know, it is what it is. I enjoy my walking, I enjoy my talking, and like I said, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.